Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today is actually the last Saturday of October. Can you believe it? I really can't. It's almost Halloween. And with that being said, I wanted to make a little bit of more Halloween related video, because if not, when will I get a chance to? Probably next year. But honestly, I haven't been able to be very active recently. I've been a little bit sick, and maybe it's in theme with the season, but just like catching a bit of a cold. So I just wanted to hang out in Animal Crossing today and finally work on the corner around my house and decorate it and maybe make it a bit more Halloweeny. So over the month, I've been trying to collect candy pieces whenever I could, mainly because I would like to distribute them with my villagers on Halloween and have them come visit. I probably mentioned this before, but I never actually played on Halloween Day, so I don't exactly know what goes on. So I just wanted to decorate around my house, just make it feel kind of cozy, kind of spooky, all warm and lit up, so getting ready for Halloween. And also, if you are wondering, my Halloween costume this year is not sponsored by the Able Sisters, but it's where I got it. And I've been trying to work really hard on making like my Halloween costume in game, of course, something that was kind of in theme with maybe some kind of profession. And though it started as trying to be some kind of Hufflepuff before, because I found a piece of like a suit that just looked like it could look like it was from Harry Potter, and I found matching shorts for it, and that's why it was Hufflepuff. But really, I wanted to be something between a farmer and a cowboy, and I think I ended up with some kind of farmer, tour guide, Girl Scout, something. You get it. Maybe not, but it's all because I've been working so hard on my pumpkin patch, and this path from my house kind of leads there, and I wanted it to be part of the theme, my Halloween theme. So yeah, I feel like this is the most realistic Halloween costume I could come up with. You know, when you try to do something that looks like something but at the same time doesn't really look like anything. So that's what my costume is all about. If you guys watched my previous video, you are familiar with my recently added pumpkin patch. And over, I will say like the last week or so, I added some extra decoration pieces. I've been working really hard towards finding more DIYs so I can have more spooky decoration to put around. I recently acquired this scarecrow, and I was so excited to finally have a scarecrow. I feel like now the pumpkin patch is complete, and although it doesn't look anything like what I imagined before going into it, I think I love it. I just think it's looking as pumpkin patch as it could for Animal Crossing. And then of course I have my wheat, which was supposed to pretend is corn, but how cool would it be if Nintendo decided to give us corn as a vegetable in the game? We could finally make Halloween spookier. But for now, you know, we're doing the best we can with what we got. So I wanted to originally continue this farm and add more veggies, so I did save more plots around here to do these. However, I wasn't really able to collect said veggies that I didn't have yet because I've been sick. I haven't been on it so much, so I haven't felt like exploring as much and researching for the items I needed. Instead, lately my gameplay has been more casual stuff. Well, more casual than it normally is, and I've just been enjoying talking to my villagers and going to their houses, trying to find DIYs and stuff like that. So a little bit of passive gaming, if you would like. I also actually bought this spooky tree from Nook's Granny, and I love it because when I bought it, of course you can't see how it looks like all lit up, and I'm so excited. I love everything that lights up at night just because I think it makes spookier looks cooler and cozier. So isn't it amazing? I love it. And of course it's supposed to be where my other fruits and veggies continue, but so far I don't have any such things. So hopefully it will come up next. I have this little cliff that I eventually added around here because I wanted some kind of feature. You know, I didn't want the land to end on just looking flat, so I added a little bit of a cliff and some trees on top, so it's just there. It's a monument. Let's just say it's a monument. But yeah, surprisingly I found it very hard to go as deep as I wanted with the Halloween decoration. I guess my best thing to do was to try and spread it wherever I could, but this is mainly the Halloween corner, my house, the pumpkin patch, that little corner. So yeah, I don't know, maybe if I do get enough DIYs for the other seasons, I might have some more things for the other seasons, and therefore we can just decorate it this much. Also, this is the first time I actually clicked on my glowing moss pond, and I had no idea that it could do that. I'm obsessed now. So, however, I think I'm kind of bothered by how the cedar tree in front of my moss pond is blocking the view. So, I do think that eventually this one will get chopped. I don't want to do it today, but I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think of maybe I could try and grow another cedar tree instead and then stump it. This way it doesn't get fully grown and it doesn't block the view. But right now this one is not working, especially because I'm going to have a bamboo tree on the other side and I don't want it to hide everything. Also, I wonder if you guys can tell how congested I am right now. I'm trying not to listen to my own voice just because I do not want to notice it, but I'm sorry about that. So over here, I wanted to do something with the rest of the land that's on the same level as my house. And in my previous Animal Crossing island, like 2 years ago, I had some kind of a waterfall that would happen from around the level my house was on, because I've always picked the highest level of my village to build my house on. So I ended up doing the same thing here again, but now I have to figure out what to do with a little spot. I feel like now I have a lot of smaller spot on my island that I need to figure out what to do with. And I think I've done a lot of the bigger things I wanted to decorate around and do. So now I've been feeling a little bit lost lately, not quite sure what to do. Which is, I think, why I've been slowing down just a little bit more with doing all of this. Alright, so I found a lost item. So I think what I'm gonna do, since you guys are here with me too, maybe kind of fun. We're gonna try and find who it's for, and I also want to go visit my villagers who are home, because this is what has been fun for me lately, just seeing who's home and trying to see if they have any DIYs for me. Okay, yes, so lately I've been ignoring Kitty. And not that I have anything against kitty, but I've been trying to get animals that I don't have a specific way for them to look, just like a certain energy from animals that I feel like would fit the island, such as whether they look a little bit more wild in the sense of like, you know, those are more ferocious animal because my island is kind of forest core, or they look a little bit spookier. But sometimes it's also just like whatever I feel, whatever energy, whatever vibe I feel coming up from them. So I've just been exploring and seeing who I want, who I don't want. Nothing against anybody, it's just being a little bit empathic about it. Alright, so I'm in Lionel's house. Well, not Lionel, Leopold. I actually don't like Lionel, but I love Leopold. And on my island, I feel like Leopold is one of my favorite villagers at the moment. And it's just perfect that he happens to be working on a DIY, and I do want a DIY. I feel like lately this has been the way for me to get more original DIYs without getting too many duplicates, because I keep getting duplicates from the message new bottles. So I've been hoping that my villagers have cool stuff for me. Also, fun fact, that little suit that he has, I think it's the concierge suit, I gave it to him. So I'm so glad that he's kept it. I'm pretty sure I gave it to him. I think so. Alright, let's keep going. It's getting darker on my island. Oh, I have this little bit of a separation here between the paths because I'm not quite done. I realized that by laying my pattern, well, this is the pattern that I found on Boys Crossing. I speak French, so I always think that channel's name is in French, which means Woods Crossing. But anyway, it's Lily's channel, and she's the creator whose paths I've been using. And I recently found out that you can in fact lay paths on the in-game paths. So I've been loving how these paths look when I put it on the dirt path, and it just makes it a little bit darker. So that's why there was this gap. And then here you guys can see I have more empty spots on my island where I have no idea what to do yet. I have a few ideas because of course I was thinking of like the basic things you can do, a little bit of like a farmer's market maybe somewhere, or an amusement park, but I keep thinking about it and I'm not sure what, because I really want whatever I do to fit with the theme of the island. So I don't feel like amusement park is forest core, it doesn't feel like it. So I'm trying to find what I would do. Alright, so I got the bag back to Sly, and I got a dotted raincoat, but I won't try it on right now because I quite like my whole outfit. Unfortunately, so far Leopold was the only one who was working on a DIY, so I only got one so far. I would very much like more, but I guess it's because it's Saturday, KK is on the island, and pretty much no one's home. So this is Naomi's house, and Naomi, we just saw her, she was sitting right on top of the hill above her house. And Naomi was actually one of my autofills on my island. A lot of my villagers were actually autofill because I kept messing up how to travel and look for villages, so I ended up getting a lot of autofills. But it's okay, because sometimes I just patiently wait for who's gonna tell me they're leaving and who can I replace them with. So there was a villager who came to my campsite who I really loved. That was Opal, and I don't know what it was, but something about Opal's energy I felt like was very fitting for what I was trying to do with my island. But then again, I didn't have enough slots apparently, and I didn't know how to do it right, so I didn't get her. Alright, so this is my little witchcraft section. This is my little tarot card. Fun fact, I actually tried learning tarot reading in real life, and I have a little deck at my desk, but I'm not an expert. I'm just an amateur wannabe, maybe. So, but essentially, I put this on my island because one, it's really easy to get this set, and I put it next to the forbidden altar because now it's like the witchcraft area. So this house here is Lyman's house, and Lyman is one of my favorite villagers because Lyman is so cute. And we have Rocket together. Rocket is... I'm pretty sure Rocket and Lyman were the very first villagers on my island. But I love Lyman, and I would really like for Rocket to move, but they have never... Rocket has never asked me for it yet, so it hasn't happened. Yes, let's all hang out. I don't have gifts for anybody, so... And nobody is working on a DIY, so I think I'm just gonna leave you guys. I'm just gonna head out. Alright, so we continue on our little tour, pick up a piece of stray wood, and this house here was the house that originally I had built for Opal, but then it got autofilled by Clayton, which I don't hate. He's French, so I still love him. And Kiki, I feel like I just love her because she's a black cat, and it makes me think of Salem from Sabrina. And we have Winnie. Winnie, see what I mean with Winnie just looking like that's an animal you could see in the wild animals. Oh, Gaston, not Clayton. I don't know where Clayton came from, but it was Gaston. And Gaston is French, and has a bit of a cranky personality, and I've been finding that I kind of like villagers with that cranky personality because you just have to work a little bit harder to win their love. Alright, so it's my second time today walking into Nook's Cranny, maybe more. I bought the little spooky scarecrow here earlier, and honestly I've been debating whether I want to buy those teddy bears or not. I don't know what I would do with them, but I do see how like some of them looks pretty cool. I like the patches looking one, but I'm not gonna get them now because I have no idea what to do with them. Fun fact, today I actually upgraded my house. Well, I did it a few days ago, and it was upgraded today because as much as I didn't want to focus on my house and I just wanted to focus on decorating my island, making it forest core, and going with the themes I'm doing, I was badly in need of storage space. I had started to put things in random spots on my island, and that's why you might notice me sometimes still picking things up around. But it's all because I didn't know where to put my stuff because I didn't have any storage space. Now I have some more, so I feel like it's just a matter of time until I run out again, and I've fallen into Tom Nook's trap of upgrading my house and taking out more loans. So now I have no choice. Alright, so I have this little clay furnace here, and I tried to put a bit more Halloween decorations around. You might also have noticed that I have spread out some star fragments in a few places, and I think the idea came to me when I just restarted my island back in, was it like the beginning of September? And yeah, I sometimes forget about that, but that was very important for me. I worked very hard on it. So yeah, this is my little Nook's Able Sisters corner, and I was trying to figure out where the sound was coming from, but I just realized it's the little sewing machine in the right corner, and that's what's actually happening. I also have the spinning wheel. I wish the spinning wheel could spin forever because the spinning wheel reminded me of Hansel and Gretel. No, Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, that was it. Alright, what's Rocket doing home? I just left Rocket at Lyman's house. You guys were with me, and now she's already home. Oh, she likes my sweater. I got some new turquoise. I can't pronounce this word, this color in English. In French, it's turquoise. Okay, it's because it's tortoise. I can't tell. How do you call these glasses? I think it's tortoise glasses. That makes sense, although it's supposed to be turquoise. I like those glasses with my outfit. See, I feel like it does a little bit more. Maybe now I'm like a writer, an adventurer, Girl Scout looking person, tour guide on a safari who's also somehow writing a book. You know what's funny? I also have a typewriter in the game that's in my storage. So maybe now it's all of the above. Everything I just said is what my Halloween costume is supposed to be. My tree is not fully grown, and I said I was going to pick them apart and let them grow and bring them back, but I got too lazy to do it, so I still haven't done it. My apple, my orchard, I love my orchard. I just feel like this little section of my apple trees, my orchard looks so cozy, especially with that low bridge. And I've been regretting something though. I've been regretting how some of my fruit trees are in the front, and I would like them to be more at the back so I can have paths running in front of it. And if you guys remember my lake view, if you guys want to watch any of those videos where I worked on the pieces before, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to have the link to the playlist in the description box below, and you guys can find all the videos to everything I did before, although the creation of them is a bit messy because I was trying to figure out how to come up with said things. I think you guys, if you need inspiration, it's there, but those were fun to do. Now I'm just so proud to have it. Alright, I'm trying to get a good picture of my Halloween outfit. So maybe I should use the thought bubble, because whatever I am, some kind of writer, thinking would be a good thing. Yeah. I'm all of the above, right? What do you guys think? Well, how would you guys title my Halloween outfit? Also, before I forget, for those of you who have been decorating your island for Animal Crossing, I was so glad that at least one of you was interested in having the little thing where we can visit each other's island. And though I recognize that with different time zones and people being online and YouTube, it might be trickier to do that, but I think the perfect solution would be maybe if you want to upload a dream address of your Halloween decorations at the time you want us to see it, and add it in the comments of this video, and I will compile everything and put them in a community post so whoever wants to visit can visit, and I will of course be visiting. So if you've decorated your island for Halloween, send me and show me, and I would love to visit. So on this note, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here today. I had so much fun. I finally completed around my house, so that's a good thing. And yeah, this wraps up whatever I've done so far for Halloween on my island. I hope to catch you guys next time, and don't forget to share your dream addresses with me so I can see your very own Halloween decorations. I'll see you next time. Bye.